What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Friday. You made it through the week. Mainly speaking to myself, I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. The NFL schedule release didn't do the Chiefs any favors. It's a hard road ahead for Kansas City, especially with a slate that features 3 games in just a 10-day span. Now, if anybody could do it, it's the Chiefs, right? We're going to break it down, that and much more. First, make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. We now have all the tea. The 2024 schedule coming out on Wednesday, and now it's time to break it down week by week. Week 1, the Chiefs are going to host the Baltimore Ravens and open up the NFL season on Thursday Night Football. Lamar Jackson eager to avenge his AFC Championship loss that came at the hands of Kansas City last postseason. Week 2, the Chiefs are staying at home. They host the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday. Mahomes looking for his first regular season win against Joe Burrow. If you want more breakdown on these 2 matchups, check out our episodes from Monday and Tuesday. We discussed the first 2 weeks extensively. Now let's get into those games that came out on Wednesday night. Week 3, the Chiefs are going to hit the road for Atlanta and take on the Falcons for some Sunday night football. KC going to face Kirk Cousins after coming off a season-ending injury. Week 4, the Chiefs are going to stay on the road. They head out to the West Coast. Kansas City facing their first divisional opponent in the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be a Sunday afternoon game. The LA Chargers coming in with their overhauled team. LA has a newly hired head coach Jim Harbaugh, who leads quarterback Justin Herbert. Now, in Week 5, Kansas City comes back home to host the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. This is the first time the teams will face off at Arrowhead Stadium since 2016. The Chiefs last played the Saints in New Orleans back in the 2020 season. Now, Week 6, Kansas City, it's going to be their bye week. Earliest bye since 2016, when it was in Week 5. Now, in 2018, 2019, and 2021, the Chiefs had their bye week in Week 12. In 2020 and 2023, the team had it in Week 10. Week 8 was the bye in the 2022 season. Now, Week 7 will be the Super Bowl rematch. The Chiefs head to Santa Clara, California to face the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy and the 49ers looking to defeat Kansas City for the first time in the Mahomes era after last winning this matchup in 2014. Now, Week 8, the Chiefs are going to stay out west, face off against the Raiders. Sunday afternoon is going to be that game. Bleacher Report sharing that the Las Vegas Raiders are still trying to decide who will be their starting quarterback between Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. Week 9 brings the Chiefs back onto the Monday Night Football slate. They're going to host the Tampa Bay Bucks at Arrowhead Stadium. The Bucks have improved this offseason and are aiming for title contention behind quarterback Baker Mayfield. Moving on to Week 10, Kansas City staying in town to host the Broncos. This will be a noon game on Sunday. Denver could still be testing out rookie Bo Nix at QB1, with, of course, Russell Wilson moving on, heading to the Steelers, which the Chiefs are going to face later on this season. Week 11, the Chiefs will face another AFC contender, taking their luck on the road to Buffalo. This is a Sunday afternoon game. Josh Allen and company probably hoping to right that AFC divisional loss to the Chiefs this past postseason. Week 12, the Chiefs are going to stay out east. They take on the Carolina Panthers for another noon game on Sunday. Panthers hoping to turn around their season after their number 1 overall draft pick, Bryce Young, led the team to a league-worst 2-15 finish back in the 2023 season. Week 13, back home, hosting the Raiders. This is a Black Friday game. It's kicking off at 2 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully you're not too turkey hungover to be watching this one. Week 14, the Chiefs are back on the Sunday schedule at home, hosting another divisional opponent, the Chargers, back in town for some Sunday night football. Week 15 is game 1 of a 3-game streak within a 10-day span. The Chiefs are on the road in Cleveland, taking on the Browns for a Sunday afternoon games. Now, Myles Garrett snagged Defensive Player of the Year back in 2023. The Browns' defensive line could be a really big challenge for Kansas City coming into this one. Week 16, just 6 days later, the Chiefs are playing Houston on Saturday. It's a noon game at Arrowhead Stadium. CJ Stroud and his newest offensive weapon, Stephon Diggs, hoping to write their name among those AFC contenders. And Week 17, just 10 days after that Week 15 matchup, the Chiefs are going to head to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers on Christmas Day. That's only 4 days after facing Houston at home. They will face the Russell Wilson-led Pittsburgh Steelers. Kansas City hoping for better luck this Christmas holiday. And week 18, a week and a half after Christmas, the Chiefs are going to finish off the regular season with a road game against the Denver Broncos. As always, we want to know how you feel about this season. Drop below in the comments what you think about the schedule, what stands out to you, what you think the Chiefs' record is going to be. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Chiefs can three-peat with this stacked of a schedule coming up in 2024? The Chiefs have a stacked schedule. We all know it. As NFL Legacy shares on Twitter, the Chiefs are set to play 6 different days of the week this season, just not on Tuesday. Nobody's done that in the NFL since the 1927 New York Yankees. Yes, I said New York Yankees, not the Babe Ruth Yankees, but Red Grange's Yankees. KC has 8 standalone games, including 5 primetime contests, with Arrowhead Stadium playing host to 6 and multiple marquee matchups. It's going to be no walk in the park. Not only do the players know it, but so do the pros in the business. Take a listen to what NFL Senior Director of Broadcasting Blake Jones had to share with NFL insider Ari Murov on just why the Chiefs' schedule played out the way that it did.
It's a team right now that everybody loves to watch. The fans tune in, not just because they're a brand that people recognize now. They're a great football team that's winning a lot of games. They're up there right now as competing as one of those top teams in the league as far as the draw that they have nationally and internationally with our fans. So yes, they're going to end up with a lot of those high-profile standalone windows where most of the country is going to get to see them. And I think our fans show that that's what they're looking for because they turn out and they watch those games.
Well, there's no denying Taylor Swift has had an effect on Kansas City football, but now the NFL is coming out saying that T. Swift actually played a role in scheduling this NFL season. My girl Brooke Pryor breaking it down on ESPN saying, of course, there's always been a handful of quirks when it comes to assembling a 272-game schedule, the final version spit out by the league's computer models at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning, and assigning them to a growing list of broadcast partners. Brooke reports that, yes, the NFL did consider Swift's blockbuster Eras Tour when creating the 2024 schedule, but the league said it did not purposely make it easier for Swift to watch her guy on the Chiefs. 3 NFL stadiums will host the final 9 U.S. shows of Swift's tour, rendering those venues unavailable for the dates. The teams affected are the Miami Dolphins, New Orleans Saints, and Indianapolis Colts. They're all scheduled to be on the road when the Eras Tour rolls into their city. But as for the idea that the NFL scheduled the Chiefs to play at the Buffalo Bills on November 17th, a mere 111 miles from Toronto's Rogers Center, where Swift will be performing 6 shows between November 14th and the 23rd, but conveniently not on November 17th, really is purely just a coincidence. Mike North, the NFL's vice president of broadcast planning, shared with ESPN, one thing we didn't consider. I saw a lot of conspiracy theorists talking about Kansas City at Buffalo in the middle of the season, right when Taylor's playing in Toronto. That one definitely did not hit our radar screen. Kay Adams also spoke with NFL Director of Broadcasting, Charlotte Carey, on her show, further confirming what Pryor's article was stating. Yes, the league did consider Taylor Swift when making the NFL schedule, but only as it pertains to her tour dates, not her leading man.
When you guys would talk about how much world tours and musical acts and things, like if Billy Joel was playing, like it would be tough to, like, what was there something that was a wrench in the schedule in that world?
You know what? There were a lot of, there are tours and things as there are every year, and it always gets harder and harder and more things happen. Taylor actually is coming back to the U.S. and during our football season and has a couple of blocks in there too. But, I think that we've gotten to the point with, our technology partners and whatnot where we are able to work around of a lot of these blocks. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we still need to be able to play football in all the weeks that we actually need to be home and play football. Yeah. But there wasn't one tour that came through that was, completely egregious and really, set us kind of on our seats there. But no, Taylor's definitely a factor this year also.
All right, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Remember, join us on our LLC. That is our Loyal Listeners Club. Great place to chat and interact with other fans and myself. Also, make sure to show us a little bit of love on this episode. Like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. We hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you right back here on Monday nights.